Hey, KalabawCNC vlog. So, another update. Actually, I wasn't planning on doing another update, but we just switched to a Patreon. We just got signed on to Patreon, so that's gonna change things. So the reason why I did that was because I was feeling a little bit guilty that I was kind of like hogging all of the attention with the finances and stuff. So I know other people want to see this project going, and I've just been kind of slowed down, and I don't want to be slowed down on this project. I want to keep it going, and I know you guys out there that are interested in this project want to see it as well. So I don't see any reason why I should be the one hogging all this stuff and all this these finances and slowing the project down, when we could actually work together and make the project come together sooner and quicker and faster and probably better. So that's why I'm including you guys. If anybody feels that they want to become a Patreon, all the money is going to go towards the project. It's not going to go towards anything else, even if I have these other things I'm working on that are holding things up. It will help the project go quicker, a lot faster. We can get to get the things that we need to get installed and set up here, source parts a lot faster, and really move things along quicker. I can get cameras. Maybe if I can get enough Patreon support, then we might be able to hire an editor and produce higher quality videos. So I'm just doing the best I can here, and it's looking like it's probably not the best, or it could be a little bit better. So looking forward to you guys helping out and getting involved in the project as well. I know Matt is involved. I know Cody, I know you're involved as best you can. I know we got to get better shop space. I got to finish upgrading this one. I got to get a drill press in here. We got to get the electrical and the welding set up. So there's still plenty of stuff to do, and all that stuff costs money. Yeah, every penny will go towards the project. I don't think I ever gave like a formal introduction on video of the project. I'm not sure if I did or not. I may have, but so this is really about building a 3D metal printer that will print all metals with a single print head. No lasers, no powders, no high voltage, no plasmas, no electron beams, for really cheap, and working with all metals. So all grades, all amorphous metals, anything, probably maybe titanium, but probably not tungsten, just because the melting temperature and the boiling temperature are so close together that getting any sort of liquid out of that is not really going to be feasible, and the temperature is so insanely high anyways, and it's such a hard material as well. And there may be a couple other metals that maybe have difficulty with, like tungsten or titanium. Titanium is so oxygen sensitive, so you really have to have like a clean room environment. It's got to be evacuated, or not necessarily evacuated, but with an alternate atmosphere, like an argon atmosphere, or maybe a nitrogen atmosphere. I'm expecting the nitrogen probably wouldn't work with titanium. Probably going to have to be argon or a helium atmosphere or something like that, which is quite expensive to maintain and just a lot of work there. So I don't think that's going to work out. But maybe somebody can try it. Maybe once we get the beta team going, somebody wants to take it up and could work on it. I'd certainly support that as best I could, and I think the community would too. So, but, you know, higher temperature higher melting point temperature metals like platinum, steel, should be no problem at all. So this is really, really exciting. The melt process, we're going to keep it in the core team until we move it out to the alpha team, and the alpha team, then we move it out to the beta team, and then it'll go 100% open source. So that's kind of the idea, but we're also building it as a hybrid CNC machine, because a lot of the parts need to be CNC machined to get the 3D metal printer. So we're doing it as a hybrid machine. It's just a G-code driver. You just use a slicer software or G-path code generator from any manufacturing software. So that's kind of what we're going for. It's just a G-code platform is what we're building right now. It's just a stepper motors and probably a ramps controller, or a smoothie board, or maybe we might be able to even switch them around or do whatever there. So I don't see any problems. Like I said, it is totally open source. We're following in the footsteps of RepRap. We're going to follow in that same direction. Rapid reproduction. So this thing should be able to reproduce itself. It should be able to make copies of itself being made out of metal. So, I mean, that's pretty awesome. And we're also designing it so that you can build this thing using supplies and stock material from anywhere on Earth. So you could be in a village somewhere in East Africa or West Africa, and all you have is a junkyard, and you should be able to build this thing. You know, anywhere, anytime, any place, any material, you should be able to build this with just about anything, you know, just using a little ingenuity. We're kind of going for like a MacGyver type style build, so you should be able to build this thing and make it run anywhere, and for very low cost. So being able to 3D print, and actually we're turning this into a full metals life cycle recycling process. So we should be able to grind up metal and then shred it, and might have to refine it and then reshred it or regrind it and then extrude it into a wire, or make ingots and then hammer them down into and run them through an extruder of some kind, like a die or something that we could make. I mean, there's all kinds of things we have to look at. There's all kinds of problems. This is a huge problem. But it's something that really needs to be done, really, especially to be cheap like that, to be able to make parts that aren't manufactured anymore, instead of spending fortunes for custom manufactured parts or stamped parts. We should be able to print them. Metal parts, steel parts. So that's kind of what we're going. You know, we should be able to work with steel and wrought iron and aluminum, and we should be able to make engine blocks and transmission blocks, and you should be able to, you know, 3D print your own rotary engine if you want. You should be able to do anything. So I see the sky's the limit, and I don't see why we don't just go for it. So I think this is the beginning of something. So like, subscribe, share, and I hope you join the community and become a Patreon. All right, see you later. Take care. Bye.